secret lab.
I'm ready.
I pressed it already.
Yeah, right. So, been with the agency long?
Yeah. 3 years in May.
You get dental?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah! Time to split!
I'll get the next one.
Here is a weapon. You will need it. The streets are unsafe for humans.
Eliminate all humans.
They're deploying fighters! Enemy tank dead ahead! Nice. What is it?
A cybernetic security implant necessary for access to Ultraman robot worker entrance. The implantation procedure is completely painless.
Eliminate all humans.
This is the second part of the classic Game Room HD review of TimeSplitter's Future Perfect, one of our favorite first-person shooters ever made. And evidently, none of the robots in this game's like humans.
Implantation procedure in progress.
The robots are returning.
Can't humans and robots just get along? Apparently not so, and it's your job to shoot them all, except for your companion in the second half of the game, R110, who is just fantastic. And that TimeSplitter's humor carries on into the second part of the game with your sidekick robot dropping one-liners every chance he gets. Kinda reminds me of that episode of Futurama when they have to deliver the package to the all-robot world. In fact, one of these days I'll have to get to the Futurama video game on the PlayStation 2. But let's continue on with TimeSplitter's 3, or TimeSplitter's Future Perfect, as it was called. This part of the game, things heat up, gets more challenging. You're fighting your way through the future again.
Need a lift? Yeah, thanks for stopping.
To stop the army of TimeSplitters from being created, you face hordes of angry robots, kind of like Robotron 2084, except not nearly as difficult. And this game doesn't have those great brain robots.
Crow has built hundreds of thousands of incubation pods. He's speed growing an entire army. But wait, it's not a human army. Or robot, it's... oh no, they're TimeSplitters.
Eat my laser! Eat it! Tough guy! Shark, was that your face? There's a new sheriff in town.
That virus seems to have given R110 a personality.
If I pretend these robots are humans, it makes it easier to kill them. Robots are far superior to humans, you know. Humans go squish at the slightest touch.
There's a great collection of weapons in this game, and you tend to utilize them a lot more in the multiplayer mode. But in the very end of this game, you finally start getting to use some of the really fun ones, like the minigun, a la Jesse Ventura in Predator. There's the missile launcher, the electro tool.
Main power offline. Initializing backup. Emergency power in operation.
My God, look at this! There are hundreds of these chambers. They're running on emergency power. We have to shut them down.
grenades start coming in handy to use against the gun turrets and the destroyer droids. This is really the only part of the game when playing this recently here in 2008 that I felt like this was starting to look a bit dated from a graphical standpoint. The explosions and whatnot are obviously a few years behind where they are now in the new PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360 games, but I still think the storyline and the gameplay of TimeSplitter's Future Perfect is several notches above most new games today. Get to this creepy mansion, which is like something out of Ghost in the Shell, and this particular end boss reminds me of the guy in Smash TV. After destroying some bad guys in the future, Cortez and his awesome robot sidekick travel back in time, and you go beneath the island that you saw near the beginning of the game, which you can see in part 1 of this review. And I like the environments in the second half of the game a lot. Their dystopian, apocalyptic future is pretty cool. Reminds me of something out of Terminator.
Who's the guy in the goggles?
What's the difference between a human and a lump of rotting meat? About 1 week.
And here we're fighting our way through this underwater pipe system, somewhat reminiscent of BioShock. Of course, this game came out before BioShock.
Careful, there could be a human hiding in that pipe. I'll check it out. Nothing here.
This is one dumb robot.
I didn't mention BioShock in the first part as one of my favorite first-person shooters, but I should have. It really is. BioShock was incredible.
The miners broke through into a chamber and found what the boss has been looking for.
What, they found this crystal stuff?
Yeah. Apparently the crystals glow with some weird inner light.
TimeSplitters is very different than BioShock. BioShock is much darker, and you have to conserve your ammo and use a lot more strategy in that game. TimeSplitters is all about blowing people away with every weapon you have imaginable, including the double assault rifles, which are always nice. Part 3 we'll get into the multiplayer, because you use these weapons a lot more in the multiplayer. They're a lot more important. In this game you can do practically just as much damage with the pistol if you shoot people in the head. And you'll see me actually switch over to the harpoon gun at one point here and start skewering people with harpoons, which is always a nice way to eliminate your opponents. Then you can collect the harpoon after you shoot them. So it's like recyclable ammunition.
Who is he?
They discovered the wheel. Clever humans.
He must be trying to... What the hell is that?
Eat my primitive projectile.
Look out!
I want a robot sidekick like R110 hanging around me all day, dropping one-liners. Maybe you could get me a cup of coffee.
Eyes like little kittens, so sweet. Skins like.
For a human machine, this has an impressive penetration.
Come to prove our allegiance.
R110 drops one-liners with robot-like precision.
He has dared to interfere.
Getting near the end of the game here, Cortez goes back to the future. And no, there is not a skateboard chase scene, and he doesn't date his mom.
We'll see about that. Yeah, that's what you think.
But in this game, you have to cover yourself at the beginning of the game. So when you play this game again, you'll notice you're getting fire support from somewhere, and actually it's you at the end of the game.
Come on, this way.
Well, now we know who those men were. Time assassins.
Incoming!
Better help yourself out.
Without giving away the end of the game, in Part 3 we'll get into the multiplayer and map-making aspects of TimeSplitter's Future Perfect, which are some of the finest I've ever seen, and I really hope that they bring out TimeSplitters 4 sometime soon, because I'm in TimeSplitter's withdrawal, and as far as I'm concerned, this is a classic video game, and this is better than a lot of the games they're putting out on the new systems today. So my expectations for TimeSplitters 4 are very high. And damn it, they better bring back Robofish.
How did he get down here? Move up!
Sorry. Was that your base?
Over there!
I'll never eat calamari again. Let's blow this popsicle stand.
Cortez, you're my hero.
All in one.